Guys, welcome to another episode of CUDA Education. In this episode, I have a very special treat for you, and it relates to the topic of axis aligned bounding boxes. So, as you guys know, I've been messing around with Nsight Graphics, and Nsight Graphics is the graphics debugger for for the Nvidia shop, if you will. It really only works for, or I think it only works for Nvidia GPUs. But if you guys remember, we discussed axis aligned bounding box. It's the ray tracing 10 series, so I guess this would be video 10.5. But if you guys remember correctly, um, if you guys remember correctly, we had this application here where we are talking about basically rays coming into a scene, and these spheres are procedural geometry, and in order for sort of us to manage everything, we have these axis aligned bounding boxes around each sphere, and that does a test to see whether the ray intersects the sphere. But before we do that test, it actually has to hit the axis aligned bounding box. So you guys should remember this. If not, go back to the ray tracing 10 series, 10.0.1.2.3.4, and I guess this would be video.5, right? So, just as my normal due diligence, I have been using the Nsight Graphics tool to sort of, get more insight into all things that are happening with these applications. So, you guys know from my whiteboard video, I discussed, these axis aligned bounding boxes the around the spheres, right? And that's what triggers us doing intersection tests. So we're not going to do intersection tests unnecessarily because we're trying to save compute time, energy, effort, processing, frame rates, all that stuff. We don't want to unnecessarily do stuff. So we have these axis aligned bounding boxes that would help us to manage computer graphics application. It's a very common thing in computer graphics. A close cousin to it, or even, you might even say it's the same. It's what they call the bounding volume hierarchy, BVH, right? So if you hit the box, then let's say that box has 5 or 6 objects in it. If you hit that box, then you have to do an intersection test for all 5 or 6 objects in the box. But if you don't hit the box, then you save processing for that, for all of those things, because your ray traversing the scene has not hit that box, right? So just a quick refresher on all things related to axis aligned bounding boxes. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to try and show you guys a slight, or not even slight, but basically, I want to show you guys I want to show you guys the AABBs to the best of my ability. So, just give me 1 second. So here, I just want to show you guys the sort of the axis aligned bounding boxes, right? So these guys here are sort of, what we're actually dealing with with these spheres, right? So you're trying to hit the axis aligned bounding box, and you know, this heat map overlays shows the maximum number of axis aligned bounding box that overlay in world space for any direction within the current viewport. The more instances hit, the hotter the color. The heat map threshold can be controlled by the heat map overlay option. Depends on the number of instances ABBs overlapping. When instances overlap unnecessary may require blah blah blah. Okay, right? So we now have our, you know, but this is our axis aligned bounding box. I don't believe that this big one is actual. I believe it's this. I guess the big one is one axis aligned, and then the smaller one is a second axis aligned bounding box. I guess that's how, you know, we would look at this. But that's axis aligned bounding boxes for you guys. So that's none. So I guess the higher the threshold, I mean, the more boxes, I guess. And that's our heat map. But yeah, guys, I just wanted to actually show show the axis aligned bounding boxes. So when I you know, when I talk about this stuff, I'm not lying to you. I promise I'm not lying to you, right? This is actually what's happening in the application, right? So if you ever had any doubts, if you ever had any doubts, even NVIDIA is telling you that what is going on is actually what's going on, right? So this is NVIDIA Nsight Graphics, and this is showing you the so as you can see here, when I increase the threshold, nothing really hits, right? Then I decrease the threshold, then you get a complete, you know, everything hits, right? But you know, this is just another tool in our toolbox that we want to use to sort of see what's going on. Oh wow! All right, orbit camera. All right, so you know, this is a real deal, guys. We're not messing around here. This is the real deal, right? This is CUDA education. If you guys forgot, if you guys didn't know, this is CUDA education, right? So now we could sort of move around our scene, but now we have our axis aligned bounding box. I'm gonna go on a limb and say this is the big one. right? So if a ray goes like here, we're not even gonna worry about this stuff. If it goes here, it's just gonna be automatically missed. If it goes here, then we kind of have to pay attention to the ray, and then if it hits these boxes, then we have to do an intersection test, right? We don't really want to do intersection tests unless we have to, right? And then I don't know what. Oh, okay, all right, okay. Dolly camera. Now you know, guys. So we got dolly camera, fly camera. Dolly camera is some real stuff, right, guys? All right, and then, but I like the orbit camera, right? So orbit camera gives us the whole deal. Wait, I want to go all the way around. Okay, maybe I can't. I don't know. All right, so there you go, guys. There you go. So this is your insight for today, right? We are yeah, now I don't know why on certain faces you kind of get more of a, I don't know. This is CUDA education, guys. If you want to be able to participate in this stuff, you have to get tutorial number 1 to install the Vulkan API on your machine, and then tutorial number 13 to install all the um, all the Vulkan examples. I assume a Windows-based machine with a Vulkan-capable GPU, ray tracing capable GPU, and if you actually want to run this stuff, you need to make sure that your GPU is NVIDIA. So the NVIDIA RTX series or later, the NVIDIA RTX graphics cards or later, right? You can't do it if you don't have RTX, the ray tracing stuff. Windows, all of that stuff. Okay. Nsight Graphics only runs on NVIDIA GPUs, from what I understand, right? Um, so we have our blob here, traversal timing. Uh, yeah, we'll have to get into all this stuff. But it's a start. It's a start, guys. So we're learning as we're going. We're learning as we're going, and this is some really, really cool stuff. Dolly camera is pretty cool too, right? So see, I could contrast the actual application running with the with our little AABBs and all that stuff, right? So you know we have a good idea of what's actually going on in our application, right? So there you have it, guys. Access align bounding boxes, bounding volume hierarchy. Check out the ray tracing gems. Link in the description below. Very important stuff in computer graphics. This is the Nsight Graphics application, and we are looking at all of this stuff, right? And we're learning as we're going. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day. This is CUDA Education. Like, subscribe, share. Learn computer graphics. It's a useful skill, especially if you're creatively inclined. All right. Axis aligned bounding boxes, guys. Really cool stuff. Wait, let me get back to my camera. All right. Have a good day.